Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about making and selling candles. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my experience with my business on what sells more between candles and wax melts. I have so many of you guys that reach out to me asking me what sells better between my candles and my wax melts. And for those of you that are just tuning in and you're getting familiar with the candle making world, if you're not too familiar with what wax melts are basically just scented wax cubes. So I have one right here that I can show you guys. So this is one of my wax melts. And essentially you have to have a wax melter, so a warmer. And these are getting way more popular. You can get them pretty much anywhere, Target, Walmart, there's so many places that you can get wax melt holders. But mine look like this, and you can have them look all different kinds of ways. Some people actually put these into molds and they put them into cute bags to sell. So it doesn't have to be in a plastic clamshell mold. That's just what I've been doing this whole time. Gosh, this one smells so good. It's Cranberry Harvest. It smells so good. But you're able to just kind of pop it, and it basically just pops out into 6 individual cubes. So I just wanted to make that known to anybody who's not too familiar with what wax melts are. That way you kind of understand what I'm talking about in this video. So what I decided to do to try to get a little bit more of an accurate collection of data on my website from my own personal sales, because all of this is completely anecdotal. It's all just my personal experience. This is not a study or anything by any means. So just take it with a grain of salt. It's just to have fun, just to share with you guys what I have noticed that sells more. And my prediction from all of this was that for my candles and my wax melts, I've always thought that it's actually been pretty even. I've always thought that I sell almost as much wax melts as I do candles. I've always known that candles definitely do sell a little bit more, but wax melts are, they are really, really good sellers. And because the price is a little bit lower, people are kind of more apt to buy more at once than they are of just one candle. So that's definitely something to take into consideration as well. So what I decided to do was I went onto the back end of my Shopify store and I was able to go through to the analytics and the sales section, and I was able to actually look at what sold between a certain date period. So what I decided to do was test for the period of almost 3 months. So I did all of September, all of October, all of November, and I wanted to just basically count up to see how many products sold. And I am going to include room sprays in this, but room sprays have never been a huge seller for me. It's just candles and wax melts that sell most often. Room sprays, I feel like I need to either advertise them a little bit better, include more samples, try to promote more sales on room sprays, because I just feel like they don't do that great. I'm thinking maybe I might have to do a different kind of line specifically for room sprays, like maybe do more essential oils with it instead of fragrance oils. I'm kind of playing around in my head on what I want to do with it. But in terms of what actually sold, here are the numbers that I figured out. So within the past 3 months, I sold 254 candles, 240 wax melts, and 34 room sprays. So if we are looking at a percentage of the total products that were sold, so the total products that were sold was 528 products in those 3 months, and 46% of those sales came from wax melts, and 48% came from candles, and 6% of those sales came from room sprays. So I thought this was really interesting because it kind of validated what I've been thinking this whole time, that I never actually did. I never actually sat down to look at this information, which I don't know why. I feel like anybody out there with a business that you are able to sit down and actually look at your numbers on what's selling, look at your best selling scents, make sure you always have those in stock. I feel like that's something that any good business owner should be doing, but sometimes I am so busy moving on to the next thing that I don't focus on that. But it's definitely something that I highly recommend for you to do, and something that I'm so glad that I'm doing right now for this video, so that I can learn from it too and really understand my sales. And something else that's really interesting, I think this was probably one of the most interesting finds out of what I was researching over the past 3 months of what sold, is I was thinking, you know, if I just specify candles, I know I would have you guys saying, but which sizes sell better? Because that's another question I get, is which size candle is going to sell best? You guys, it was exactly 50-50. It was 127 of my 6-ounce tins and 127 of my 10-ounce glass matte black jars. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that it was exactly half. 127, 127. I thought that was crazy. That I honestly thought it was going to be more of these larger sizes. I thought that more people were purchasing the larger sizes, because a lot of times when I have a scent in stock, most of the time the larger sizes go first. That's just what I've kind of noticed, again, just being vaguely aware of what exactly is selling at what point, but being able to sit down and look at the numbers, I found that so interesting. And this honestly just goes to show that everybody's business is going to be different. There probably are some of you that are selling both candles and wax melts, and you notice a huge difference in people buying one item more than the other. For me and my business, it seems like they complement each other really, really nicely and really well. And this also made me think that there's so many of you guys that if you are struggling really, really badly with candles, or it's just not becoming fun for you anymore, or there's something about it where you don't want to sell candles or you don't feel comfortable selling candles, I feel like if you can have a really amazing wax melt business, people buy wax melts like crazy now. They are so much more popular now than they were, 10 whatever years ago. And I know there's still some people that don't quite know what they are, but once you educate people on what it is, people fall in love with wax melts. They love them so much. And I actually really love wax melts too. I don't know if I love them more than candles, but again, it's kind of that 50-50 mark for me. But I just wanted to throw that in there in this video, just in case anybody is struggling with wanting to start a candle business and you feel like that's going to be the only profitable thing that people are going to want to purchase. But in my experience, people love wax melts, and I'm sure there's a lot of other business owners, candle business owners, that also have that same experience. So what I would love for you guys to do is let me know down in the comment section below. If you are a candle business or an aspiring candle business, let me know what other products besides candles that you guys sell, and let me know if you make a lot of sales with those other items too, or if the candles are your primary source of sales. I'm so interested to hear that information. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys like today's video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. I almost said you can follow me on YouTube, and it kind of threw me off in my head a little bit. But hopefully you guys are already following. Hopefully you guys are already subscribed. Hopefully you're subscribed.